We're here, press conference number 2, getting started. Just before we do, though, I want to say a special welcome again to all of our media partners, both homegrown and overseas, and to all the folks who are visiting with us. All the folks who are out there, you can log on to Facebook and Instagram to get updates from the St. Kitts Music Festival. And of course, we are ready for Friday night. This is gonna be something else, I can tell you that. Can you feel it? Oh, you can't feel it. You can't feel it. All right, so just a few tidbits before we start. Did you know that the St. Kitts Music Festival was started in 1996 and was dubbed the Shack Shack Festival? The St. Kitts Music Festival was created to stimulate the tourism sector so stakeholders could receive an economic boost during the slow season. The St. Kitts Music Festival has cemented itself as a most diverse music festival in the Caribbean region. It packs 3 fun-filled nights, previously 4, of excitement, dynamic performances, and an energetic crowd that sings and dances the night away to star-studded lineup that boasts the most incredible and popular regional and international artists, as long, of course, with our homegrown pride. 25 years is no easy feat, especially when so many regional music festivals are no longer. However, in St. Kitts, we are different. Our festival is so well received that a record number of regional and international visitors travel to our little island year after year for an experience like no other. Do we have anybody in the room who has been here for all 25? No? 20? 15? What about 10? Chris, where were you? Oh, okay. All right, so we're going to get started today. My name is Clement Monarch O'Gara, and I'm your host. And we're going to start by having our illustrious performers, entertainers, introduce themselves to you. The protocol is that we'll do some questions after from the media, and we'll try to get you home to get some sleep, because I do want some sleep. So we're going to start right here in the middle next to me, and he's of course going to introduce himself to you.
Good morning, St. Kitts and Nevis. My name is Futsi. I'm representing for the Chi family. Yeah, straight from St. Kitts and Nevis. I don't know.
All right, so that's Futsi from 313, and we're going to go right next to me on the other side.
Good afternoon, good morning, yeah, everything in a one. Me have to wake up, shake up from now. You see how we get them laughing, excitement, yeah. My name is Anthony B, as you know, from the reggae community, representing out of Jamaica. I'm happy to be here in a beautiful island. It's beautiful, I'm loving it. Give thanks.
Thank you, Anthony B. And now we go to the big man.
Well, good morning, everybody. My name is Bayo Messiah, also known as Mr. Taliban. And yeah.
All right, I see you're feeling that Taliban. Okay, so we've got the introductions. Now we're gonna go straight to the media for some questions. Let's see who would be first today. All right. So your name, your media organization, and your question.
Hi, good morning. Dion Batiste-Clark from Loop News. I have one question for all the actors.
All right, one second. We're going to make sure that we can hear. There we go.
Okay. Can you hear me better now? Okay, great. Dion Batiste Clark from Loop News. I am addressing my question to all the artists on the panel. It's often said that today's music contributes to the perceived depravity of the youth and also influences the crime situation, not just here in St. Kitts, but across the region. What I'd like to hear from you guys, what are your thoughts on that? And where do you think your responsibility as artists end, as, I guess, citizens of society, and where parental responsibility begins? Like, where do the two meet?
Well, music, first I want to say, they always blame music. So that's my first thing. But I don't see music influencing that, well, what I would say, violent push in society. I think many people ignore the root causes. The root cause is called poverty, lack of opportunity. Many times, all music do is sing about what we live, sing about what we see. So music is the art form, the picture. We paint the picture. You understand? So that's, I wouldn't blame music. So that's my take on it.
All right, Byron, what about you?
I agree on everything he just said, you know? Yeah. I don't have any input on that, to be honest. I mean, there's only two genres of music in this world still, you know? There's good music or bad music. And as Bob Marley said, one good thing about music is when it hits you, you feel no pain, you know? So I don't see music being a major influence of such bad ideas or ideal thoughts. So yeah.
Good morning again. Well, to me, music give off that kind of vibes, but at the end of the day, like Anthony B said, it's all about the poverty, and it's just sometimes in life, people just go through things, and we all are humans, so we take sacrifice, and sacrifice plays a big role in life. So music is just powerful, and sometimes it might come off like that's the issue why the violence around, but it can't be that, man. It's just the whole, everybody just gotta play the role, and together each one build one, and we could be good, you know what I mean?
Yep. I think it's a perfect excuse. Music. All right, any more questions? Bucky, the
Good
man
morning.
who always got it.
Lucky I always got it. Directly to Byron Messiah, welcome home. I've seen you have received the key for the city. How is that experience feel for you? You're coming home. There's some rumors on Facebook or social media rather about your place tonight. Do you care to comment on that, or what number would you like to perform tonight, saying that you are the man who's going to bring down the house, most persons coming to see the return of Byron Messiah here in St. Kitts?
Yeah, Bucky. At the end of the day, I think that the music festival lineup is wonderful to me, you know? I respect every artist, and I know I would like to see every artist perform tonight, so yeah, that will be the only input on that. Oh yeah, that was a wonderful feeling, you know? I appreciate my hometown that is known to be, so yeah. It was an exciting and wonderful feeling to even be welcome. It was warming as well. So yeah.
All right, thank you for that. Mr. Bart, we're going to hold you for 1 minute, and we're going to introduce our next guest at the head table.
Hello, St. Kitts, and if anybody here from Nevis, my name is Romeo Nelson. They call me Governor, aka Govy. So it's a pleasure to be here for the music festival among some great people with great energy and some fantastic artists. And yeah, I'm looking forward to later.
All right, so that's the man governor who has joined us. Mr. Bat, you're up.
Good morning, Glenn Bart, SK Newsline and Television Caribbean. This question is really for all of you, or any one of you who wish to answer it. I want to get an idea as to the music industry in the Caribbean. How has it changed over the past 10 years? And how beneficial is it to the artists themselves in terms of their growth and development over a period of time?
I'm going for it.
Well, it's tough. It's a tough thing to say, you know. What we can say is we love our people. I can say that, love our Caribbean people, but as the benefit of the music and the industry, I don't think our political leaders in none of our Caribbean islands recognize the jewels and the pearls and the diamond that we have called music. So it is being overlooked. You understand? So that's my take on it. It's being overlooked when you look at those first world artists, like the American artists or the British artists or the European artists. They will do less work than a Caribbean artist, and they are set for a lifetime. The Caribbean artist will work 40 years and still not sure about his lifetime. So that's the difference, because their system play a part in music. Our system leave us out there in the wind to fend for ourselves. And if we make it to that level, then okay, they will come and, okay, you're recognized and we love you and what you're doing, but that's just it. You understand? So I think the system need to introject or whatsoever they need to do, play a part in the music industry, in the development, in the procedure, in the financial, because as it is known, we as Caribbean artists, we can't sue an American company. We can't sue a British company. So if my music is being exploited in America, I need an American company to defend my rights for me to get something. So and that part, so we still not at that development stage where the Caribbean artist is that powerful to go after his own creative rights in any other place but the Caribbean. So I think that's my say on it, you know.
Anybody else? Want to chime in on that?
Yeah, I agree with the fireman here. You know, I want to say I have to thank kids though, because I see definitely you guys stand behind your own, and I love to see that even the billboard with Byron. Actually, I love to see that. You feel me? I mean, I think Trinidad also. I don't think Jamaica as much. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's because they're spoiled, you know, but for some reason Jamaica don't really stand behind the artists as much. You know, so I want to say hats off to St. Kitts. You guys doing a fabulous job, and I love it. I just want to keep it flowing and keep it going.
All right.
Mervyn Thompson from ZIZ. Anthony B, piggybacking on what you said regarding the creatives and them being able to see their way after they've hit whatever age they decide to retire or resign at. Say one, say two. Artists in the Caribbean, they perform at events that are not licensed. They don't sign up with CMOs. So BMI, ASCAP, ECHO in the Eastern Caribbean, there's JCAP, there's COSCAP, there's TT, the copyright industry in Trinidad and Tobago as well, copyright organization, sorry. So artists don't take that initiative and then they worry, as you say, about how they're going to live after they stop singing. So I think that, yes, it's governmental, but it's also the onus is on the artist to do that. And regarding what you said about not being able to sue American companies, etc., I'm not sure to what extent that might be. I'm not a legal person, I'm not a lawyer. But if you are signed up with a CMO and you have proof of your works being exploited anywhere, that in and of itself is strong enough to bring about a case regarding your copyright, your ownership, and stuff like that. So I think that it's two, it's two in one. I also have a question for I guess the higher ups. Monarch, I don't know if you can assist. However,
Not that high. I went to the 420 section last night.
that is what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is being streamed live. So I guess whoever the information could come from, will come from wherever if the person is not here. However, the minister said that there will be IDs at the high-rise section. I personally observed that that is not the case. So if we cannot police the high-rise section, this new thing that we are introducing, and then there was effort put on the bars requiring IDs as well, that was not the case. Because in the moment you have thousands of people wanting drinks and collecting money, you're not stopping to say, hey, let me see your ID. That's in the heat of the moment, that's not the case. The high rise, I observed, I don't even want to put police on a bad light, but I saw that there was somebody close by, and I asked because I thought that they were the gatekeepers, so to speak. I was informed that there should be security in that section. At the time that I went in, there was no security. This was after midnight, so I don't know if they're on shifts or it was during a changeover or something, but that's not the case. And they would said that they didn't know that they're supposed to be checking for IDs. So I'm just wondering about that. And back to my question from yesterday, should music festival be an event for minors? Like, if we don't have minors, we don't necessarily need to check for IDs. Everybody do whatever.
All right, thank you for your question, Marvin, or questions. I will, of course, I'm sure the minister is listening, so they'll answer. But just before Anthony may answer the question that you asked first, I want to let you know that the St. Kitts Music Festival is fully licensed with ECHO, so we're on top of that.
Well, she answered her own question for me. Because she explained what the Caribbean is like. Yeah, we have the institution, but what does it go no further than there. So there's a JCAP, but how far does JCAP and reach? You understand? Can JCAP cap and go across to the US market? Can JCAP go across to the Japanese market? In theory, they say yes. In reality, it's not so. So I'm happy that there's a fire in you as a young generation, and I hope that all you're saying will manifest one day in the Caribbean, because the institutions are there, but the representation is not there. And what we would say, the delivery, the track record is not there. There's no one, oh, there's a JCAP, but what is the result in JCAP finding money for Jamaican artists in any farm way? So they will go around and pressure the little sound man in Jamaica and lock down the dance and lock down the parties and say, oh, you're not paying publishing. But these are not the one who is making, they are the one helping us. They are more the helpers of reggae music. They are not the exploiters of the music. So I would say our organization are not so powerful to go after the exploiters. So they pressure us. You understand? They would pressure a promoter and say, oh, you're not legalized, you need to pay this, you need to pay that. But then there's a music festival in Germany that would use the same music, and can you go after them? No. Do you got the power? No. So this is what we are saying. So it's good to see young people still have that fire in them, because we never lose that fire neither, you know, because that's what we're fighting for. We're fighting to get some form of result. You understand?
All right, that's a powerful statement. And it's real, because we in St. Kitts have actually started Well, last year we were kind of bombarded by our CMO here in the Eastern Caribbean, and we're learning the process as we go along. As retired artists, prior to having any CMOs here, I mean, I had to register with BMI, and so I don't know. There's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done here in the Caribbean. Before we get the next question, though, let me give a reminder, of course, to the folks who still don't have their ticket. Now, there should be no reason anybody don't have a ticket tonight. Shouldn't be any reason why you don't have a ticket. But just in case you don't, you can check the Marriott lobby, Value Mart, the Cable, the Ministry of Tourism's office in the Pelican Mall, and also the Music Fest online portal to pick up your tickets. And don't forget, if you want to be informed of everything St. Kitts Music Festival, you can join the mobile club at 766-4003, and that gives you, of course, all the information that you'd need. All right, we're going to go back to the media again for additional questions.
Essential Perspectives Media. My question is to the Jamaican artists. What's your perception of St. Kitts Nevis music? Because we see we're governor of collaborations with Byron Messiah. So what's the general perception of the music coming out of St. Kitts Nevis at this moment?
Well, I think that that question answers itself. Byron is doing numbers now. He's doing great. You feel me? And when he initially reached out to me, saying that I'm an upcoming artist, he never said from St. Kitts, or he never said from Nevis, he never said from Trinidad, he never said where I'm coming from, none at all. He just said I'm an upcoming artist. You know what I mean? And within the music now, we could hear say Jamaica and St. Kitts not so far apart, in terms of upbringing and all of that. So I think the music is still powerful, very powerful. It's very, before Byron, I didn't know like the bands and stuff like that, Sugar Band them and thing. More of a joyous thing and thing. Byron still have joy and music, but look a grittiness there in it to him, or some things say ladies and things. It's a mixture, and it's dancehall, and him a mix it and with the accent and thing, it's funny, vibey, you know what I mean? And I actually feel like he's gonna do great. He's gonna be a great artist, me try for my best to just try tell him some pointers and try to just keep him on the right path, you feel me? Because you have good times, you have rough times and thing, but regardless of, I just don't give up and just stay focused on the job at hand. So I think St. Kitts is doing great, as I said, musically, and I just want the guys to continue. Because right now, St. Kitts Music Festival, I think, is the premier festival of the Caribbean, and I'm a Jamaican telling you this. We have Reggae Sumfest, we have Said, we have Sting, and I now go around and I hide and talk. St. Kitts Music Festival is the premier festival of the Caribbean. I now hide. Fireman, allow me to tell?
Give it real talk.
Yeah, it's facts. Like, you guys doing great, I went to the venue last night, everything was smooth. I never have no police harass me. I never have no trouble. I never have no farmer. The only thing I had last night was joy, and I couldn't do that at Sumfest. Sorry, Sumfest. I love you all, but honestly, we don't have to go top it up right now. St. Kitts Music Festival, I lead. So, big up the St. Kitts artists, big up the government, big up everybody there. It's a joy,
One love.
All right, well, I hope you had your recorders going there just now. Yes, we're going to put that on repeat. Okay, Marvin, in answer to your questions, we had a few hiccups last night, as is expected of an event of this caliber. However, we have taken notes of where we fell short, and those security issues are presently being addressed. All right, thank you very much. Any other questions?
As usual, Bucky got it. Speaking about hiccups, there was some issue with the sound system. If you're not aware of it, bring it to your attention. Has that been adjusted or fixed for tonight?
What was the issue?
The sound system. The bottom, you wasn't hearing it, and the top, sometimes you were like, you know.
Did you go to the 420 section as well?
I passed there briefly, right?
Okay. Thank you for that question, though. No, I mean, you know, hey, listen, this is revolutionary. I've never been to a function where there's a smoking area where you can go and chill out. The only complaint that I heard, of course, was there were not enough seats. So we'll need to make sure that, get some more seats in there so people can be comfortable, All right, got another question at the mic.
Okay. Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Cash Evelyn from Food for Cash. I'm a social media influencer. So, of course, as we all know, we're not just promoting the festival, we're promoting a destination. And with destinations, we're talking about the experiences here in St. Kitts as well as the food. So I do a lot of food reviews. So of course, my question is food related. So to Anthony B. and Governor, since you guys have been here, what was the first thing you ate? What was something that you were looking forward to eat while you're here?
St. Kitts bake. Wow. The bake, right?
So it's a Johnny cake. That's what we call it in St. Kitts.
Johnny cake. Fried dumpling, man. You see it, man? But we never want Jamaican it out, So it's Johnny cake. Yeah, the Johnny cake. The St. Kitts Johnny cake shot.
I think the first thing I had was, I'm not sure, I had food at Patsy's, I think, and then I had food at Boozy's. Yeah, so Patsy's, it was fast, but Boozy's, trust me, next time I tell them, say before I reach, I have to order before I reach. Yeah, it was a wait. The food was good still, but it was a wait. Yeah, man.
Well, that's because we have so many people in town. And of course, if you don't know where Boozy's and Patsy's are, they're right down here on the strip in Frigate Bay. Marvin, you got another question? Okay, here we go.
Duly noted. Make some noise. Okay. Yeah. I'd say so. Byron, a question. With your recent success on the international stage, how have you been dealing with all of that? And then specifically, how have you been dealing with criticism of your music?
I mean, all of this is still surreal to me, But at the end of the day, I'm a fantastic individual and artist, so yeah, I'm just taking in everything step by step daily, and I'm not letting anything stray me away from my destination of success, because we still have further to go. Even though some may classify us to be international, we still have a long way to go still, so yeah.
A question to Byron specifically. What advice would you give your peers locally to make it on that next level that you have managed to?
Well, I would say ignore the noise, keep pushing, don't give up. Soon reach, man. Right there. Just feel like just yesterday all of us were seeing them, We used to learn together and be like, yo, we're gonna make it one day. So for me to even make it this far, trust me, I believe in my fellow artists and friends that, still associated with. So yeah, man, keep pushing, and me there so we don't know to, so yeah, there for the assistance and support emotionally and, musically. So yeah, that is it.
Les Roy Williams, SKMF. This one is for Byron. What message would you send to the youth, to people involved in crime and violence?
Stop the violence.
Just before you go, though, I know somebody asked a question, what do you think of your success? Well, let me just go through just a couple of things. So the folks who are listening and watching, and this is for Byron Messiah, signed with Z-Tech Geffen Records in May of 2022. Number one song on Spotify's Dancehall official playlist, May 2023. Plaque to commemorate 100,000 YouTube subscribers, also in May of 2023. 26 million views for Taliban, and we're still counting. Signed a multi-album deal with Interscope Universal in May. Nomination for the Best Dancehall Act and Best Album by Caribbean Afro Music Awards. Billboard charts, debuted at number 8 for the top 100 reggae albums, June of 2023. I think that deserves a wow. So that was the applause. Can I get the wow now?
Good morning, Patrice Martin from Antigua Barbuda. A question to all four on the panel. Just a question here. Now that you have been added to the St. Kitts Music Festival lineup, would you consider yourself as an artist that would have made it? Is St. Kitts Music Festival a premier platform that you would like to have been on when you were looking at where you would like to go? And secondly, what is your message for upcoming artists? We heard from Byron, but for the other three, what is your message for upcoming artists as well?
We're going to start with Footsie. We haven't heard much from him.
Well, for the upcoming artists them in St. Kitts and Nevis, who amongst we PM and Byron colleagues, we're just telling you, just keep your head on, stay focused. Anything you want in life, you got to push for it. Without pushing for it, you ain't going to really get where you want to reach. And Miss, what I said the next question was again? You got to steady, man. Yeah, man, long time I'm fighting for this, you know. It's kind of hard to be on the music fest in St. Kitts, because remember, they don't look for the best, eh? So we got to get the best to be on the best stage, you know what I mean, man?
Yes.
Okay, then.
My advice to the upcoming artists, stay consistent, stay persistent, stay hungry. You know, you have a time when the hunger will really leave you, okay, you get comfortable. But please just try, remember the hungry days. And as Byron say, there's always room for improvement. You always can do better, you know. I'm a judge of myself, and I always stay grounded, I stay humble. You know, I respect the peers before me, I respect the peers coming up. You know, respect the elders, love God. You know, and if being on the festival is, as I say, if it's something I wanted, I look forward to, definitely, you know, as I said before, it is the premier festival of the Caribbean, so it's the best of the best. You know, it's the hottest of the hottest, it's the biggest of the biggest, it's the legends of legends, you know, so, yeah, but definitely, as we say, it's a joy to be here.
Yeah, St. Kitts Festival has always been 3 years I try to get here, right? I was supposed to be here before 2020. Finally, I'm here, so I'm giving thanks to be here. And as Governor said, to all the upcoming artists, keep on working, man. And yeah, as Byron said, there is only two music, good music, bad music. So my upcoming champions do good music, because that's what gets us where we are. The bad ones is the one that they don't want. So you don't want to do none of the bad one. So do good music. Yeah, keep on doing it, you know. Yeah.
All right, again, we want to say, you know, welcome to the folks who've joined us on this live feed. Got folks in St. Martin, in Antigua, and everywhere in the Caribbean. Now, if you're not here and you want to follow the St. Kitts Music Festival, we want you to, of course, go to the Music Fest social media channels, Facebook and Instagram, and you can get instant updates during the festival nights. All right? Couple more questions, and then we're going to get out of here.
Glenn Barrett, SK Newsline, Television Caribbean again. To all the artists, now two questions. One, talent and skill is one aspect of your job. But to make it successful, to be successful at your work, what are the other characteristics and elements necessary for Caribbean young artists to make it successful in the business? So that's one. Secondly, do you all consider yourselves to be influencers, social influencers? A lot of young people listen to your music, so lyrical content to me is very important, and people are affected by the content of one's music. Do you believe that you have a responsibility to help shape societal conditions within each of our Caribbean communities?
Anyone want to take a stab at that?
Well, the first question was again? Papa. Otherwise, some talent and skill. Well, I would say you have to respect yourself. And life is karma. It's a revolving door. So when you respect yourself, you have to respect others. That's another part of the, because when you have a talent and you have your skill, if you don't have no respect, you understand? You have to work on your attitude too. That's another part. Attitude can destroy a lot of potentials. So you have to have the right attitude. You understand? Teamwork always make dream work. So put yourself with a good team. To have a good team around you as an artist is another part of the game, because no man is an island. No man stand alone. You understand? And being an influencer, sometimes we as artists don't want to take that responsibility or don't think we are, but yes, we do. Yeah, every song that you sing, if it don't influence somebody, then it don't have no fan base. It is because somebody like what you say and sometimes want to copy what you say, sometimes want to see that as a part of their life. So even when sometimes we don't take that responsibility, yes, we do see that we are an influence, and the music can play a vital role. Just like I travel in the world many times, going to country, and people might say, where you from? I say, Jamaica. They say, which country is that? And I say, you know, Bob Marley. And they say, oh yeah, man. And I say, Bob Marley sing One Love, man. So if we use that reference in our life sometime, we're not going to join somebody who say to kill everybody, because that's not going to put us in a good light. So we know that. So, but as we keep saying that, growing up in my little rough country, Jamaica, we always get the blame as entertainer. You understand? When something good happen, we never get credit. When something bad, yes, it's the music, it's the music. So that's why sometimes I don't even listen to that anymore, because we only get the bad. What about the good part of it? So that's why sometimes it's hard to even think that music is so destructive, or it's doing what it's doing, because why is only in the bad time? In my country, I see election, just a reference. In the political debates and the political election, they use dancehall music. They use dub plate. The MPs and the selectors make dub plates. As election over, the #1 word was dancehall includes boots in violence. If this music is promoting violence, how you use it in your political campaign? Why would the leaders, why would the MP, why would you want to be associated with this music at this time? But then tomorrow, you don't want to be associated. So it's hard to say sometimes, and that's why we as entertainers can't just say we are the, you understand? So that's the part. That's why we say it's a very edgy part. That is my view, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I said, based on everything Mr. B just said, right? If there's something wrong with the content, then there's something wrong in life. Because we're singing about what we see. We're singing about things that happen on a daily, you know? So, and that's just the reality of it. Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of television music, and never hear my name called up for nothing, you know? Out of that manner as well, so, yeah.
Music is life, huh?
Okay. Essential Perspectives Media. The question is more geared to Anthony B. A lot of the music being produced today is very disposable. It's like quick music. Every week is another song, another hot song. But Anthony B have done a lot of timeless music, and it's evident in the fact that you're here today performing a music festival. Um, what's the key behind that, and how can that be changed for the artists today?
Well, just as I say, it's in the contents of what I sing. If we sing, let's look, growing up in my time, there was a style called Jerry Curls. I don't know if you hear about it. You ever hear about that style? So you see, I would have to be telling you, if my song was about Jerry Curls, you wouldn't want to hear that today, because Jerry Curls is not a style right now. But I am saying nobody want to plant the can. Everybody want to raid the band. So that's day to day. That's not a generational song. That's a song about life. So 30 years from now, if people still want to raid the band, you're going to remember that we don't want to be being saying this. So I think it's a topic that you sing about, that give your music, that transcended life from generation to generation. So Byron is a new generation, but what I'm saying is still relevant to him. So he would grow up and say, you know, I like what Anthony B is saying, but if I was singing about Jerry Curls, he would be like, oh, Anthony B did I sing about? You understand? So this is what I would say is that part of it, you know? Yeah.
All right, just an update. The updates that I'm telling you about that you can receive during the music festival nights is on the instant updates are only on Instagram stories, not on the feed. So for folks who are listening and they want to be aware of, you know, who's performing, what they're doing, you know, that's where you go. And you can also join the mobile club, 7664003. All right. Any more questions? Questions? No? All right. So, one more. Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, for the final question, for all the artists, what kind of performance can we expect tonight?
Okay. That was my question. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just as long as I get some sleep once I leave here. All right, Futsi, we're going to start with you. Give us energy.
Yeah, answer my question. Yeah, energy tonight. Yeah, we just want everybody just come out, be on your best behavior. Yeah, energy. Just look for the chi. You know what I mean? Fully.
And just one question. How many from the 313 family will be on stage tonight?
Just come out, man. You're going to see. Just come out. Just come out. That's reaching your
At
numbers.
7 o'clock, because that's where we start. I'm not saying that 313 is going to start the show, but we need you to be there at 7 o'clock.
Well, me, I work 8, you know, so I want them to be there early. Yeah, I am working at 8, so I need everybody to be there at early. Shirley, yeah. Shirley, be there, Shirley. Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm happy, you know, somebody's like come all the joy of the people, you know, last time I said the energy high and everybody just want enjoy themselves, so put the best foot forward and just come enjoy ourselves, you know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Well, you know, as someone who has been following St. Kitts music for a long time and been involved since 1973, I know most of you weren't born then. We were always chasing a superstar. We always wanted to be out there like the rest of the Caribbean and the rest of the world. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We now have our own superstar, Byron Messiah. And he's going to tell us what to expect tonight.
Well, we've been superstars and we books, you know? Yeah, but I mean, this is home for me, so it's gonna be an epic performance, you know. And you don't wanna be that person scrolling through Instagram and TikTok and you're just saying you just had to be there, you know. You just had to be here, so yeah, man, epic.
And we're not gonna let them leave. This is a music festival, right? You guys heard any music today? No, not yet. So we're gonna start with Footsie. You gotta give us a little thing, man. A little thing.
I me say then I got the heart like way. Man, I work hard since 2003. Me say you don't know nothing about we boy. Stop pretty chi one chi boy. You don't know nothing about we. I me say them no nothing about we.
They're gonna know tonight. Going over. Let's hear something from you.
I feel like a champ right now. Smiling to the bank right now, yeah. Man shining at the plans right now. Fireman, you are the man right now, yeah.
Nobody wanna plan the con. Everybody want to raid the band. But who you are gonna blame it on? When it's a next man, you are depend pan. Well, you're wrong. You're gonna be so smiling to the bank right now.
All right, Byron, close out the day for us.
Alash, killish, cash. I miss a mocha. I miss a mocha. Chop piece of food by me. I miss a babe so long. Babe so you gone so long. No one say me trying, baby.
There you go. And listen, here's my request, all right? I know I dated myself, but I don't know if it's too late, but hey, I love Toxic. I want to hear that tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for day 2, our press conference for the St. Kitts Music Festival 25th edition. Don't forget to pick up your tickets, Value Mart, The Cable, Ministry of Tourism, Marriott Lobby, and of course you can go online and get your ticket at St. Kitts Music Fest as well. We want to say thank you for joining us in the media world. We'll see you tomorrow at 10. Yes, we'll see you tomorrow at 10. Thank you very much for coming.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.